everybody! Today I want to talk to you about staying organized during a really busy season, especially like coming up with Nutcracker and school and everything. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and I hope this helps you. Just before we get there though, a reminder that I know I didn't post any videos on this channel last week, but I'm not neglecting you guys. I'm posting them. Last week I posted 3 videos on my other channel, which you can subscribe to right here. So sometimes if you don't see a video go up here, check the other channel. Again, posted 3 there last week, not even 2, 3. So be sure and check Life with Katie if you think I've forgotten about you, which I haven't. There are just more videos over there. So, keeping organized in a Nutcracker season. Last weekend when I was in Cleveland, I spoke to an all-girls school, and I spoke to a lot of students between classes and other appearances, and the #1 question I received was, how do you stay organized with school and Nutcracker rehearsals and, you know, all the things you guys have in your life? I have been there, don't worry. When I was your age, I dealt with exactly the same thing. You have 15 million subjects in school, and each teacher thinks that they can just give you loads of homework because you don't have any other homework in any other classes, and then you've got rehearsals for Nutcracker or whatever else you're doing until 10 p.m. at night, and so it just gets overwhelming. And to those of you who are not dancers, I know that especially in the fall to winter seasons coming up, you can get really, really busy. So here are my sort of tips. #1 thing is you've got to make a schedule for yourself. My parents taught me that when I was about 8 years old. I remember sitting down, you know, basic when I was young, but my dad taught me to be organized, and you've got to make yourself a schedule. I've talked about this numerous times on here. I still make a schedule. I use my errand conjuring planner, link below as to how you can get one. But get a planner or even just a simple piece of notebook paper. You've got to make yourself a schedule, because sometimes if you don't write things down, you won't remember them, you won't do them, and this is without a doubt a surefire way to remember to do everything you need to do. And you can make it to your own liking. Again, I use this one in stickers and color and pretty and all that kind of stuff, but if you don't have time for that, just, you know, what my father does is he gets a sheet of notebook paper and writes Monday at the top and just makes a list. And no matter what age you are, you know, whether you're in school, whether you're in college, whether you're a busy mom, or especially if you've got 15 million things going on, including rehearsals for a ballet or Nutcracker, you've got to make yourself a schedule. You will be so lost otherwise. So make it work for you, and you can make columns and different things. You can make school schedule, you can make a ballet schedule, but I highly recommend you write things down. And if you need help with this, ask your parents. I guarantee you, if you go to your parents and say, you know, Mom, Dad, I really want to get organized, can you help me make a schedule? They're not going to say no. They're probably going to be very impressed. I still do that. Now, with all the things I have going on, I would be lost in a gutter somewhere if I didn't have a schedule. So, make yourself a schedule. Second thing, if you're currently in school and you've got 7 different classes a day and you've got loads and loads of homework, and then you go to ballet in the evenings, the thing I want you guys to remember, and this is what I told the kids last weekend, if there is a subject in school you are struggling with, the lowest grade you have, ones that really need work, focus on those. If you're doing really well in a subject, you've got A's, it's easy for you, still do a good job on that homework, but don't think that homework has to be flawlessly beautiful. You know what I mean? Don't say, okay, I'm doing so well in English, I have to write an English essay, and I'm just going to make the best, you know, take days and days on it. Don't worry about it. Do a really nice job. Do the assignment. Make sure the assignment has everything in it that the teacher wanted, but don't focus on it so much. Rather than if you're struggling in science and science needs all the attention, really kind of prioritize your school subjects. Again, if you've got a good grade in a certain class, still do enough work that will still get you a good grade, but don't feel like you have to spend all your time on every subject evenly. I would really start to focus on whatever subjects you personally need to work on and less on the other ones. The other thing you want to prioritize are your weekends. Make sure you're using all your time on the weekends as much as you can. I know that sometimes you guys start rehearsing Nutcracker all day long on Saturdays and Sundays, but can you maybe do schoolwork for an hour beforehand? Or if you've got an hour off, can you get a little something in there? Again, this is why prioritizing helps. This is why making your own schedule helps. You've got to write it down so you can visually see what you have to do. And then it's actually a little bit less overwhelming. You're not sitting there trying to remember what I have to do, and you can actually see it on the paper. Okay, I'm going to do this to this and this to this. If you have to, literally write out everything you're gonna do. 7 a.m., wake up. 7:15, breakfast. I mean, that's, again, it sounds silly, but if you're really just overwhelmed, make yourself as much of a schedule as you can. And then prioritize your subjects like we were just talking about. All right, I'm gonna spend 2 hours on science and 1 hour on English because I need to really pull up my science grade rather than my English grade. And I think you guys will end up seeing it'll balance out and you'll be less stressed about it. Now, as far as things you can do ahead of time, do whatever you can ahead of time. If you wanna sit down on Sundays and plan what you're gonna eat for the entire week, you know, oh, I have this rehearsal, so I have to pack this for a snack, for lunch, for whatever. You can do that too, you know, sort of. What I like to do with my planner and the way that I plan is that I will sit down every Sunday and kind of lay out the week with what I need to do, things I can go ahead and fill in. The next couple of days I can kind of detail Monday and Tuesday. But anything I can sort of pre-plan out for the week that I know I'm doing, I can. And that really, really helps me. Oh, I have to go to Pilates on this day. I have to go to whatever on this day. Ballet class, I take it every day, but I write it down. So I think that will really help you guys. Again, the more you can plan out ahead of time that you know you're doing, the better off you'll be. I also encourage you guys, somewhere in your list that you're making or the schedule that you're making, write down your goals for the week. If there's a goal that I need to get this done, or I really need to email this person, or I really want to start contacting this person about this, or with your schoolwork, I really would like to focus on this subject rather than this one. Or I really would like to do nothing but eat such and such for the week. Write a little mini sort of weekly goal section for yourself and see if you can incorporate that into your schedule. And I think that will also help you visually see, okay, what goals can I accomplish in the time that I have this week? What goals can't I accomplish in the time? So that will help you, again, the more you can visualize it, the more you can get it down on paper and just check things off. When you've got that crazy Nutcracker rehearsal until 10 p.m., you know that you've scheduled it in, there it is, and all you have to do is just check it off. Another great thing to help you guys, especially when rehearsals get busy, figure out whatever leotards or dance clothes you're going to wear for the week. Set them aside, set them in piles, so that during a crazy day, all you have to do is grab it. You don't have to sit there and think, okay, what leotard am I going to wear today, and what skirt does it look good with, and what leg warmers, and how can I be fashionable? You know what I mean? Set it out ahead of time. And that way, all right, Monday I'm wearing this, Tuesday this, and then you have less pressure on you during the week. That's a great thing to do on Sundays also. You know, take the afternoon. You can take 3 hours in the afternoon on Sunday and organize your entire week, plan out your entire week, see, again, that visual thing of what can I do this week that's going to help me, what can I maybe pull back on subject-wise, can I set out what leotards I'm going to wear, can I set out what clothes, where is my food going to be, and I think that will really help you guys because trust me, I know when I was doing Nutcracker when I was your age, it got so overwhelming. I was up until midnight every night trying to do homework, and then you get up and go to school, and then you just didn't know what was happening to you. So trust me, I understand. Now, when I was at New York City Ballet and we danced all day long, that was our job. So it was much easier for me to kind of see, all right, what my rehearsals were. I knew I was going to be there all day long. It wasn't an afternoon after school. It was sort of reversed for me, where I had to fit in school around ballet. And that was a little bit easier because I'd say, okay, today I'm going to do French for 2 hours, I'm going to do English for 2 hours, I'm going to do whatever, and fit it around my rehearsals. And that, thankfully, was on my own time. The schooling was on my own time. But I understand being in a normal school, it's very, very difficult. So the more you can make a schedule and plan and see your week in front of you with food and clothes and rehearsal schedule and subjects, the better off you'll be, and kind of prioritize where you are in school, what subjects need work and what subjects don't. All right, you guys, if you missed my Alice Saccone video, Alice Saccone Turns video, it's over there. Also remember, I did not neglect you guys this week. I put 3 videos on the other channel, so you can subscribe. That button is diagonal to me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps you. Let me know if this does in the comments below if you have any suggestions. All right, thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you next time.